Hey guys, welcome back to the channel for what is going to be a 2-in-1 tutorial. I'm going to show you how to create two looks, one neutral and one more colorful, both using the Morphe 35N palette. So let's go ahead and get started. First thing I do is prime the eyes, and for both of these looks I've used Milani's eyeshadow primer, applied that on my lid all the way up to beneath my eyebrow. Then I'm going in with a flat shader and this somewhat mid-tone, warmer leaning brown shade, and I'm applying that all over my lid. Then going into a lighter cream shade, same brush, I'm just patting that in my inner corner and also applying that beneath my eyebrow on top of my brow bone. The next step here is to add a little bit more depth and definition to the crease, and I'm doing that with this pretty neutral mid-tone brown and a domed crease brush. The one that you'll see when I showed the shade is different than the one I'm using. I'm using a Makeup Geek brush, but I forgot to film the showing the shades, and so the brushes are different because I couldn't find a Makeup Geek. Moving on though, this is more of a gray, a deeper, darker gray tone from the palette. There are a couple of them in there. I forgot to film that one as well though, so you can really pick any of them. There are some in here that are really similar. I'm just patting that in my outer corner, both on my lid and lower lash line. Then to make sure all the shades are flowing smoothly into one another, I'm going back in with that Makeup Geek brush and blending. Next up is liner. I felt this look needed a nice wing, so this is CIRCA's Fade to Black Precision Eye Ink. It has a super fine felt tip, very smooth along the upper lash line, and dispenses product really nicely. So I'm using that to first draw my line along really close to my lashes on my upper lash line, and then I will begin to draw that wing. Moving on to mascara, this is the Voluminous Superstar. I'm only using the mascara portion of it though, not the primer, because as you can see, I do go in with false lashes, so really this is just to help my natural lashes blend into those. I don't really need to be too concerned with amping my lashes up. The falsies are going to do all the legwork. Speaking of, my favorite brands for lashes are Eyeshadow. I love the Companion long-lasting lash glue, and then the lashes, I just generally love Social Eyes lashes, but this shape in particular is Minx, which was kind of a fun, playful, long but not super dense lash. Then my foundation combo for this look were the Colourpop custom cover drops mixed with Caudalie's Vinoperfect, basically a tinted moisturizer, and my Colourpop custom infusion drops. These are the lemongrass. Mixed those together on the back of my hand and then applied directly with my finger before I went in with a nice fluffy foundation brush and blended it all out. Next up is concealer, and I'm using the Amazing Cosmetics Amazing Concealer. My shade is light golden, and this is a concealer that I find is best patted and really pressed into the skin, so I just use my fingers and I start where I need the most coverage, which is in my inner corner, and I press outward from there. And then for the rest of the face, I used the Laura Mercier Bon Mine palette to bronze and blush. I didn't do a demo in this video though, because I have an entirely separate video reviewing and demonstrating it that I will link down below. And then I used a different highlighter. This is from Jelly Pong, and I got it in my December BoxyCharm, so you can learn more about that in that video that I will link as well. And then for brows, I'm using the Hourglass Arch Brow Sculpting Pencil just to fill and shape. Then to complete this look, I'm using Ofra's long-lasting liquid lipstick in the shade Americano, and this also came in my December BoxyCharm box. In fact, this was the exact look I was wearing in that video, in case you were wondering. It's why I'm wearing so many products from that box. You can learn more about it there, but basically it's a really nice, comfortable, lightweight liquid lipstick, not too drying, and the lasting power is phenomenal. So that's it for the first look. Now on to something a little bit more colorful. This palette is really nice in how versatile it is. You can get something totally neutral or a really serious pop of color. So to start that off, once again, prime with Milani's eye primer, and then I go in with my crease color first, which is this nice mid-tone neutral fluffy crease brush. You know the drill. Then I move into this mid-tone, kind of peachy pink shade and apply that with a nice fluffy but somewhat flat shader brush to build up that pigmentation all over the inner half of my lid. Then I go in with the brightest purple using the same brush that I just did before and applying that to the outer half of my eyelid. Next, using a more light tone greigey brown, I'm using a smaller, more precise brush to run that along my lower lash line. Then last for shadows, I'm going in with a deeper kind of blackened plum shade and using that to add a little bit more depth to my outer corner. Moving on to liner, I'm using the Colourpop Cream Gel Liner in the shade Call Me, and I'm running the pencil along my lower lash line. Then I'm going in with the exact same shade but of the Potted Gel Liner, and I'm creating a nice wing using a liner brush. To complete the eyes, I used the same mascara as before, so I didn't bother showing it here, but I did not use false lashes. And then the only other thing different about the face is that I am using the L'Oreal New Cushion Compact Foundation as opposed to the mixture of the three that I showed before. So I'm just patting that in here, and then I will have a kind of what's new at the drugstore video complete with reviews and probably the same demo of the foundation coming out soon in case you want to hear my thoughts on it. Then I'm finishing up this look with the lips. This is CoverGirl's Oh Sugar vitamin infused lip color in the shade Taffy. It's a really nice nudie pink. It's pink enough to complement the eyes but not so overwhelming, so I'm just giving that a few passes on my lips and then I am calling it a day. So that's everything you need to complete both of these looks using the Morphe 35N palette. Really hope you guys enjoyed this video. I know a couple of you requested tutorials for both of these looks, so I figured I'd just put them in one video since I use the same palette. Hope you enjoyed. Please don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!